Hi, and welcome to your Humber News Update. I'm Andy Redding, coming to you from our newsroom here at Humber College North Campus. Here's what we're working on at this hour. We have breaking news this hour. U.S. President Barack Obama is expected to reject the Keystone Pipeline in just a few minutes. The nearly 2,000-kilometer pipeline would have carried 800,000 barrels of oil a day from the Alberta oil sands to the U.S. Gulf Coast. Tune in at 2 o'clock for full details. Russian President Vladimir Putin has suspended all flights to Egypt. The decision comes after UK and US intelligence said there's evidence a bomb brought down the Russian jet that crashed in Egypt on Saturday. Britain says it received intelligence based on intercepted communications between militants in the Sinai Peninsula. Egyptian officials have dismissed the claims, saying it will be months before any conclusions can be made. All 224 people on board were killed in the crash. Rob Ford is back in the news. The counselor is undergoing chemotherapy for 2 tumors found on his bladder.
I feel better than I ever have in my life, and now I'm just right back to square one.
Rob Ford has been admitted to Mount Sinai Hospital. A statement from his office says Ford has been at this hospital several times this week and is undergoing more tests. It was announced last week that doctors had discovered a tumor on his bladder. Ford underwent surgery in May to remove a large cancerous tumor from his abdomen. An annual tradition kicks off in Toronto today as the Royal Agricultural Winter Fair opens its doors. Guests with 2 and 4 legs are heading to the exhibition grounds for the grand opening ceremony. The fair has been running since 1922. It's the largest indoor agricultural event and equestrian competition in the world. More than 300 vendors, entertainment, food, and a petting zoo will bring the Canadian tradition to life once again. Our reporters are at the fair right now and we'll have the full details at 2 o'clock. In the world of sports, the Bengals remain undefeated, D-Wade continues his impressive play, and Montreal just keeps rolling. Turning to weather, we are quickly shifting away from the warmer days. Greg Chow will have your full 3-day forecast at 2. But for now, we leave you with this. Over 2,000 people in Seoul have made an enormous supply of South Korea's most famous food. They all gathered at City Hall Square today for the annual Kimchi Festival. They made 25 tons of the spicy cabbage dish. The UN added kimchi to its intangible cultural heritage list in 2013. Let's just hope there were 25 tons of breath mints on hand for the event as well. That's your 12 o'clock update. We'll be back with more Humber News at 2.